Hi, my name's Jeff, and today I wanted to discuss with you some of the important points about the Beatles song, Eleanor Rigby. The song is described as a lament for the lonely people, or a commentary on post-war life in Britain. It's also a deviation away from a love song. It's more like a bleak message of depression and desolation, with a sombre funeral-like backing. Alan W. Pollock notes that the story is typical of Paul, with its two characters who seem to be completely unrelated to each other, respectively introduced in the first two verses, only to be brought together in the final scene. The song alternates between Aeolian and Dorian mode. Paul stated he actually wrote the chart sitting at a piano, just vamping an E minor chord, letting that stay as a vamp and putting the melody over it. He just danced over the top of it. It also has an almost Asian Indian rhythm to it. The song is played by the string section with mainly staccato chords and melodic embellishments. The first line of the song, look at all the, is a C major chord sung with vocal harmony. But the rest of the line, lonely people, shifts to an E minor chord. The coda consists of the same 5 melodic notes that conclude the bridge: C, E flat, B flat, A and G, but in a slightly different rhythm. The song form is like a number of other Beatles tracks. Eleanor Rigby opens with a chorus. Other examples of Beatles songs that open with choruses are She Loves You and Can't Buy Me Love. The first bridge doesn't actually lead to a chorus, instead it leads into verse 2. However, the second bridge passage leads into a chorus. So the structure of the song, we have a chorus followed by verse 1, the bridge followed by verse 2, second bridge followed by a chorus, then verse 3, finishing off with the bridge again. The chorus passages are all 8-bar phrases, and the verses are 10-bar phrases. In relation to prosody, the song is based on a lyrical, poetic structure or style. It tells the story of loneliness and describes feelings, not actions. Obvious use of lonely, dark words. The song describes Father Mackenzie, who lives in a life alone, writing sermons that nobody will hear. Later in the song, Eleanor Rigby dies, and at her funeral, the lyric, "No one was saved," is used. This helps to create dark mood and emotion. The lyrics are written in stanzas in ABB form. In analysing the prosody, the metre of the verse is dactylic, meaning one stressed syllable followed by 2 unstressed syllables. For example, Eleanor, waits at the, wearing the. However, creatively on the second foot of each stanza, there is a distinct use of trochaic metre, meaning one stressed, then one unstressed syllable. For example, Rigby, window, working. This is similar to a composer inserting a duplet in compound metre. Each verse naturally falls into 3 lines. The first line uses dactylic and trochaic metre for creativity. The second line uses dactylic pentameter. The third line uses dactylic dimeter. The rhyming throughout the lyrics is masculine. This means using singular syllables that rhyme. For example, been, dream, name, came, door, for. The use of alliteration is found in the lyric, waits at the window wearing. And in poetic terms, the lyrics in the song are not literal, rather they are more symbolic. For example, in the first verse, the line, wearing the face that she keeps in the jar by the door. This timeless classic song was released in 1966 on the album Revolver. The song is about loneliness. The song was written at a time when the Beatles were continuing their break from popular love songs to a more experimental studio sound. It's interesting to note that none of the Beatles played instruments on this track. Instead, a double string quartet with studio musicians was used, and the microphones were placed closely to the instruments, producing a very raw sound. This is one of my favourite Beatles songs.